my beautiful truth seekers out there. Welcome to the Craft of Living. Here we are again, and I bring you with another unboxing. And this one came pretty quick in the mail, and we are doing a tarot deck today. I know I've been doing a lot of oracle decks, but this one's going to be a tarot deck. And just kind of wanted to show, I got some other books as well. And, you know, I'm just for size relation, because I was a bit taken back. So I got some books. Like I said, I have kind of large hands, and I got some books, and check this out. Okay, it is humongous. I honestly did not think it was going to be this big. This is the Star Tarot deck. This is the 2nd edition. So I've been seeing a lot of reviews online, and I have to say that in the beginning I was really drawn to this deck, but I refrained from buying it because it had a lot of reviews about it being miscut, about it having misspellings, like the Emperor was like completely misspelled. But so far, it's a very hefty book, a big book here. Oh, and I love it already. It's in color, amazing. And I was drawn to this not only through the vivid colors that I saw online, but also they offer numerology and the astrological sign and the lunar cycle of the particular card, like this, the 10 of Wands, and then the keywords. Let's see if they have reverse. They do not, from what I can tell, don't have the reverse interpretation. But, you know, that's basically up to each person if they want to do the reversal interpretation. And there's many different ways to do the reversal interpretation. But another reason why I was drawn to this was, let's see if I can find it. They had the Queen of, I think it was the Queen of Cups, the court cards. And what I liked about it is that they had a comparison of all the different queens. So like in this one, all the queens share the element of water, but each queen holds a different skill. So the Queen of Wands has mastered the element of fire, ascension, growth, passion, courage, and creative life force. And then Queen of Cups has mastered the element of water, emotions, intuitiveness, fluidity, and unconditional love. The Queen of Swords has mastered the element of air, analytical mind, perception, clarity, and truth. And the Queen of Pentacles has mastered the element of earth, connection to nature and Mother Earth, and manifestation, as well as spiritual wealth. So I really enjoyed the side-by-side comparison of the court cards, because sometimes the court cards can be a little ambiguous, and I loved the layout of the differentiation between the queens. You kind of get a better feeling and a better handle of what the queens and the knights and the kings represent and so on. But let's get into the deck. I'm certainly glad, I'll just say, I'm certainly glad that the cards are not that huge. So as you can see, there's a lot of filler there. But I like the gold inlay here. One of the complaints was the cards do tend to stick together, but I find that a minor complaint, being that most brand new cards are going to stick together, and then as you start to play with them, as you get your energy on them, they will naturally start to break up. It's just the cardstock. And I can say right off the bat, these cards are ridiculously thick. They're very thick. They're probably, between the Earth Warriors and this one, this one might be thicker than the Earth Warriors. The Earth Warriors is one of the largest and the thickest decks I have out of all these reviews. And this, you can almost see it. It's so thick, the thickness there. But let's keep looking and take a look at the cards. Queen of Swords. Let's see if I can get you to focus better. Thank you. Just beautiful, beautiful artwork so far. So good. I don't see any miscutting of the cards. some of the other reviews showed some of the other cards overlaying on this one as if it were like a couple of centimeters off when the machine cut the cards. And with that, I say just return them and get a different one. There's got to be a better deck out there that's not cut so horribly. So the Nine of Swords, I also really appreciated, since I'm Native American, I really appreciated how they did incorporate at least some Native American imagery. And I can't wait to see what the description of each of these cards say, as I gain a little bit more understanding and depth to the tarot when I hear other decks and artists' interpretation of the cards. And the imagery also sticks in my head a little bit different. So if you're used to the original Rider-Waite deck, the Ten of Swords, as you know, is the picture of the guy face down on the ground with 10 swords in his back. So in this one, you can see that the man is somewhat crucified in a Jesus fashion. He's got 10 thunderbolts of lightning going into him, but it's activating his heart chakra and his crown chakra, where you can see the celestial stars are pouring out of. So already very amazing. I'm just going to kind of go through here so I can see. I'm looking for the Emperor. Let's see if I can find it. It's probably going to be, gosh, also I'm always drawn to lions. It's one of my spirit totems. Not in my Native American, but as a spiritual being, my spirit totem is a lion. So whenever I see lion artwork, I am instantly drawn to it, depending on how the lion itself is depicted. So we're into the major arcana here. We've got the sun. What a beautiful sun. And I will say that I also was turned off from this deck originally because the artwork wasn't exactly like the Rider-Waite. And when you're trying to study the origin of the deck and the imagery, it can be best to start with the Rider-Waite. But now that I've got a pretty good handle on the imagery of the original deck, I can now fuse these images together in my mind. This is death, which is, I like the depiction because death is a rising phoenix out of the ashes and creating space for something new. Let's keep going. So let's see about the Emperor. I think he should be here in the beginning. Emperor. Okay, good. I am pleased to see that it is not misspelled. I think they spelled it E-M-P-O-R-O-R in one of their reviews, and the person took a picture of it and they're like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. And I must say I would be upset as well, because spelling does affect the energy of the card and of the meaning. So you gotta get these simple words right. But I also loved the imagery of this on how he's commanding the light and the dark forces, or yin and yang, or life and death. And he's also got a lot of strength there too. But let's see here. I had that pop out. And we got the Magician. Beautiful. These cards are just gorgeous. The High Priestess. She stands between the two pillars. Stands in front of the veil between this world and the next. And I believe she is supposed to be holding the Book of Torah. And she is not. She is holding a star instead. So it will be awesome to see the interpretation of this. I almost see Hinduism representation in here as well. I wonder if they have a conglomerate of different cultures to make these cards. So anyway, that is the Star Tarot deck, second edition. So far I see no errors in spelling and no errors in the print. Yes, they are a bit sticky, but that just tells me that they're fresh and brand new, and they are mine to imprint what I will with my energy. This also is the cover and the namesake of the deck, which I was also drawn to because I absolutely love owls as well. But Wheel of Fortune, super awesome. Great vivid colors, again. Anyway, I think this is going to be a great deck to be intermediate and beginning as well. But I will do some readings with this after I cleanse it and imprint my energy upon it, and I will let you know how it goes. Thanks for checking in, guys. Craft of Living, come check me out again. And until next time.